We've reached Shabbat. It's the high point of the week. It's where you get to say goodbye to all your troubles. Pack them up in that kit bag and just get rid of them right now. For this moment, Shabbat is here, and you are literally supposed to open your hands and let go. Let go of the world that has claimed you. There are no claims right now. And we're going to enjoy Shabbat. We enjoy it in song. We enjoy it in prayer and poetry. We enjoy it in community. And what we are going to do tonight is called visual tefillah, which means you'll never get lost in the book again. All you have to do is look right up there, and you'll see exactly where we are in the prayers. And we hope that you will join in, tunes that you know and maybe tunes that you'll learn. So we're going to start our family service tonight. By the way, just a preview. Who's got a September birthday tonight? Raise your hand. Okay, we got blessings to do for September birthdays. And you know what that means? That means a whole basket of chocolate over there. So you get dibs even before we have the oneg. So we're going to start tonight with the singer Shalom Aleichem. And it's the tune that so many of us know from growing up. So I hope that you'll join in. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Kadosh Baruch Hu Boachem l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim Kadosh Baruch Barchuni l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Seitchem l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim Shabbat Shalom again.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, will you please bring your family and meet Rabbi Gorman right up there at the Candles and Kiddush table as we're going to enter into Shabbat. Yes, that means you, gang. And it's our custom, as you are able, to rise in your seats as we welcome Shabbat. Success.
You're going to read up there. It's not for this. It's for, I'll take it.
Can I read it you?
Yes, you can. And you can read it.
Okay. Sorry, I can't see that. Oh boy. As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all those who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
There's a tradition between lighting candles and saying Kiddush that we bless our children or bless the children, whether they are young or old in our midst, right? You are still somebody's children, so I'm going to invite you to put your hands on your kids' heads. There's another one over there.
Or anybody else that you might want to give a blessing to. Tune goes like this. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka Yisa Adonai panav elecha
Kiss him on the kepi. Come on, that's the blessing. Kiss him on the kepi. Please remain standing. Aiden's going to lead us in Kiddush. Here we go.
You don't need this.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho ba'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit ki hu yon tehila l'mikra kodesh zeher litziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'harta ve'utanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kadshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh ha'shabbat.
Amen.
Nice job.
Chaim.
We often say here, it's just juice. So have a seat, everybody. Go to 3. Come on down. We're going to greet Shabbat as the bride. Lichadodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lichadodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad Shemo echad l'shemo tiferet v'eli Lechadodi likrat kala yalla yalla, you know that Shabbat nekavela. Lechadodi likrat kala yalla 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor ha'beracha Nerosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat Lechadodi likrat kala yalla 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lechadodi likrat kala yalla 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, hira ha'oreku miori, uri uri, shir daberi, kavod Adonai, Allah yifnigla, lechadodi likrat kala yalla. Please rise and face the rear. The words be up to the right. Lechadodi likrat kala yalla 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Boi v'shalom ateret mala gam b'simcha u'b'tzohala tov emune. We bow to the left and Boi kala, Boi, then to the right. Have fun on your seats. Lechadodi likrat kala yalla 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lechadodi likrat kala yalla 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. These words are easy. So this is the last part of Psalm 92, which some of you may know is called Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, the psalm for the Sabbath day. And it says, look at the translation, the righteous bloom like a date palm, like a cedar in Lebanon. It's a very popular dance in Israel with claps and everything. My wife can do it. I'm not going to call her up, but I can't dance. Don't ask me. I can't dance. You want to do it?
whether or not I'm actually officially leading the dance,
Okay.
I'm still doing it.
Then let the dancing rabbi begin. Goes like this. Tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach. Tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach. Ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh.
Sway like a palm tree.
Ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh.
Sway like a
Tzadik,
palm tree.
tzadik katamar yifrach yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach. Get the hands in the property position. Tzadik katamar yifrach. Ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh.
Like a palm tree.
Ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh, ke'erez balvanon yizkeh. As you're able, please rise for the Chatzi Kaddish ending the
Wait,
Kabbalat Shabbat
nope,
service, or
no,
did I miss
that-
something?
You can be seated again.
Oh, well, we can do it while standing. That's great.
You're welcome to stand or sit for this. There's a tradition during the month leading up to Rosh Hashanah that we offer the words of Psalm 27. This is an interpretation of a few verses from Psalm 27. You, God, are my light and my hope. Please join with me. Guide me in your ways. Lead me down the paths of wholeness and peace. Remind me that no matter how far I may stray, there's always a road to return. Though I don't always see it, I will ever trust in your goodness. Right here, right now,
in the land of the living. Hold on to your hope and be strong. The time of our return will soon arrive.
And now, please rise as you're able for Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
ילמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון ובמיכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם יתברך וישבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דהיר וימה ויאמרו אמן.
Now you.
Roll into dark,
Roll into light. Night becomes day. Day turns to night. Roll into dark, right? Roll into light. Do it. Night becomes day. Day turns to night. Roll into dark. Roll into light. Night becomes day. Day turns to night. Roll into dark. Roll into light. Night becomes day. Day turns to night. Roll into dark. Roll into light.
Baruch
Baruch
atah
atah
Adonai,
Hama'ariv
hama'ariv
aravim.
aravim. Been teaching this, let's make sure that this version of Ahavat Olam that I learned at camp about 10 years ago, and I love it. It's also around. Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam, Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavtam, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limad. Pick your favorite part.
Day and night. Day and night. Show us the way. Teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down. Ahavat Olam. Again. Day and night. Show us the way. Teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down. Ahavat Olam.
The English now.
Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Kevod malchuto, la'olam va'ed.
Please be seated.
And join with us. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzarcha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibartam V'shitecha b'beitecha, u'lechtecha b'derech, u'shokbecha u'v'kumecha, u'kshartam la'od al yadecha, v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'visharecha, leman tizkiru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, V'yitem kedoshim l'Elohechem, Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, v'hio lachem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem.
We offer together these words in English. If we can hear the words from Sinai, then love will flow from us. And we shall serve all that is holy with all our intellect and all our passion and all our life. If we can serve all that is holy, we shall be doing all that humans can to help the rains to flow, the grasses to be green, the grains to be golden like the sun, and the rivers to be filled with life once more. All the children of God shall eat, and there will be enough. But if we turn from Sinai's words and serve only what is common and profane, making gods of our own comfort and power, then the holiness of life will contract for us. Our world will grow inhospitable. Let us therefore lace these words into our passion and our intellect, and bind them as a sign upon our hands and our eyes. Let us write them in mezuzot upon our doors, and teach them to our children. Let us honor the generations that came before us,
keeping the promise for those yet to be. Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Balance us, God, like angels dancing on the head of a pin. Sing with us in harmony and let our voices become more than the sum of their parts. When we match kindness with justice, the beauty takes my breath away.
As we do this, get your hands in the clap-ready position and follow Rabbi Gorban. Mi chamo chaba elim Adonai, mi chamo chaneh ador v'kodesh, nora tehilot o oseh feleh, nora tehilot oseh feleh. Again.
Good job.
Mi chamo chaba elim Adonai, mi chamo chaneh ador v'kodesh, nora tehilot oseh feleh, nora tehilot oseh feleh. Malechotecha ra'u banecha bokei hayam l'nei Moshe u'Miriam ze'eli anu ve'amru Adonai Adonai Yihilo le'olam va'ed Adonai Yihilo le'olam va'ed. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long.
ונאמר כיפת אדוני את יעקב וגואלו אומר חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
We ask for peace and protection through the night.
You better sing on this when you know it. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, ve'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us daily wrong from right. Oh, Adonai. Amen. 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 We're going to do the amen one more time. This is the participatory part, the interactive. Amen. 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 It's your turn. Come on.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Haporei sukat shalom aleinu
ve'al kol amo Yisrael
ve'al Yerushalayim.
Put your book right here.
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat v'aso et ha-Shabbat ledoretam beri olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat v'aso et ha-Shabbat ledoretam beri olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael ot hi leolam Ohi leolam Vishamru V'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asor Et HaShabbat Ledoret Tomberi Olam Kisheshet Yamim Asa Adonai Et Hashmayim Ve'et ha'aretz V'shamru V'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'aso Et HaShabbat V'doret Tomberi Olam Uvayom Hashvi'i Shavat Vayinafash Shavat Vayinafash V'shamru V'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'aso Et HaShabbat Ledoret Tomberi Olam.
Shake Rabbi Gorban's hand. High five, whatever you want to do. Now put your book down a second. This is the sacred t-shirt time. You have now reached the age of the party t-shirt. Party, which is Pittsburgh Area Reformed Temple Youth, with Temple Sinai on the back. And we hope, let's see how it looks on you. Go this way. Ooh.
I think you should wear it tomorrow for his bar mitzvah.
Yeah, with a tie. Anyway, so that we hope that you will always stay in touch with us for our youth programs and know that this shirt is a symbol of how much we really, really want you to be involved, not just for your bar mitzvah, but all the years after as well. There we go. Everybody say Yesher Koach, please.
Koach.
There we go.
We turn to the Amidah. Please rise as you are able.
Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Agite Hilatecha. Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Agite Hilatecha. Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Agite Hilatecha. Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Agite Hilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imot, U'mevii Geula לבניהם למען שמו באהבה, מלך עזר מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל עטריו להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדום מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, למען אתה חיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללו סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
We offer a prayer of gratitude for Shabbat, sanctifying Shabbat. We join together. God of old, thank you for the week that has passed. Thank you for this Shabbat.
Bless those around me with your love and your light. Let your light shine on me as well. Help me to live a life of kindness and service, guided by Torah and mitzvot. Let me see others through your eyes with compassion and understanding. Let me see myself through your eyes with forgiveness and grace. May your goodness rain down upon us from this Shabbat until the next, and all the days of our lives. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
We ask God to accept our prayers. We join together. O God,
May we always say and do what is right and good, wherever we live, in this country, in the land of Israel, anywhere. May we understand that you are our God. We turn to you in prayer. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod.
and a blessing of gratitude together.
You have blessed me with many gifts, God, but I know it is my task to realize them. May I never underestimate my potential. May I never lose hope. May I find the strength to strive for the better, the courage to be different, the energy to give all that I have to offer. Help me, God, to live up to all the goodness that resides within me. Fill me with the humility to learn from others and with the confidence to trust my own instincts. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulachana'ed lehodot.
We offer a prayer for peace. Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amecha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
Take a few moments now to offer our silent prayer.
Oh, say shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'meroah. Let's pick it up. Ose shalom bimromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'meroah. Ose shalom bimromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'meroah. Although we've started a new month, a new school year, new beginnings, Rosh Hashanah around the corner, we know that there are people who are trapped. They're trapped in disease, or they're trapped in infirmity, they're trapped in an old way of being, thinking, or living. And we wish for healing for them all. That healing may or may not come from a doctor. That healing could come from the touch of a friend, a warm embrace, a caring word. And so as I begin to play the music of Misha Berach, I'd like you to feel free to call out the names of people for whom you wish healing on this Shabbat who can't be with us tonight. Maybe from the hospital or the nursing home, or simply those who walk the earth with a stone in the heart or face the daily battles of sobriety. If you don't want to call the name out loud, you might just say it quietly. The idea is to say the name in some form to enter into our collective heart of healing tonight. As I look at your part of the congregation, please feel free to say the name out loud. And school's over, don't raise your hand. Ram Ben Ella, Harvey Nathanson, Michael Siddig, Sheila Siddig, Philip Smith, Greta Coleman. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
So once upon a time, there was a kingdom of midnight. So what do you think things were like in the kingdom of midnight? Dark. Things were so dark that the royal prince could not even find his pajamas. How can I be a royal prince if I cannot find the royal pajamas? He yelled. Because in the kingdom of midnight, there was plenty of water, but not a single bit of light. And all the prince wanted was just a little bit of light. Is that too much to ask to have just a little bit of light? Meanwhile, far away and across a valley, there was the kingdom of sunlight. What do you think was in this kingdom of sunlight? Lots and lots of light, but not a drop of water. And the princess of the kingdom of sunlight couldn't even have her royal tea. How can I be a princess without my royal tea? She yelled. And her clothes got dirty, and there was no way to wash them, and everyone was thirsty and complaining, and when the storm blew, there was no one there to comfort her because she yelled a lot. Do you like to be around people who yell? No. One day, a roving minstrel, traveling singer, told the prince of the kingdom of midnight that she had been to a land where there was light all the time and plenty of oil to light candles whenever you wanted to see. Prince got some ideas. A few days later, the minstrel traveled over to the kingdom of the sunlight and told the princess of this kingdom of midnight, where there was water flowing, no one was ever thirsty, and there was water for the gardens so that you could have a nice juicy strawberry and the perfect cup of royal tea. Get it? Royal tea. Sorry. I just heard it. So the princess of the kingdom of sunlight got on her royal ostrich and went over towards this valley far away and saw across the way the kingdom of midnight and the flowing water. And the prince of the kingdom of midnight got on his royal llama and went out towards the valley and saw from a distance all of this bright light. And both of them prayed, I hope that this place will be the answer to my prayers. So they both went back to their kingdoms and told their servants, go to the kingdom of midnight, go to the kingdom of sunlight, and bring back for me large jugs. Well, the prince of midnight wanted the large jugs of oil, and the princess of sunlight wanted the large jugs of water. So the servants went out, crossed the valley, and asked the other for what they so desperately needed. What do you think happened? The princess said, I will not give any oil to the prince of midnight unless he gives me some water first. And the prince of midnight, what do you think he said? I will not give that princess any water unless she gives me some oil first. And so for years and years and years, they stayed separate, growing more and more desperate. the princess for water, the prince for oil. Finally, the servants had had enough. And so the servant of the princess of sunlight took the royal ostrich and rode over to the valley. And the servant of the prince of midnight took the royal llama and rode to the valley with the hope that they would be able to find a compromise. But without any budging from either the prince or the princess, still nothing happened. Finally, the prince and the princess met at the valley and started to fight. They both dug their heels into the ground and crossed their arms and argued and argued. I won't give you water unless you give me oil first. I won't give you oil unless you give me water first. And they argued for so long that the winds blew and created mountains out of them that looked kind of like a prince and a princess. Now everyone was really concerned. No water, no oil, and no prince and princess? What are we going to do? They came out towards this valley searching for each other and found that there was oil on the other side and water on the other side. And they realized that each had the answer to the other's prayers. And so the villagers next to the mountains of the prince and the princess, do you see the yellow mountain? That's the princess. And the blue mountain, that's the prince. And they brought jugs of water and jugs of oil and were able to live together in peace and in friendship, each being the blessing for the other, the way that the prince and princess had not been. Shabbat shalom.
I'd like to offer birthday blessings at Family Services, and it's September. So I know it was a year ago we did your second bar mitzvah. Well, you're 83, so you must be 84, right? So who else has a September bar mitzvah we can offer a blessing for? Come on up. We got candy. Come on. We got candy if you want to have a blessing. Stand up here. There you go.
He meant birthday.
Move this back a
He
little
said
bit. There
bar
you
mitzvah. I'm
go.
glad you're
Okay.
listening.
Here, make a line right here. Right here. There you go. George. Okay, so there we go. Got a whole bunch. So I'd like you to say your name. I'd like you to say your birth date. And if you would, how old you are, although I already blew the secret. Here we go.
Sandy Gross, September the 1st, 1935. I'm 84.
Aiden Birkenfeld, September 4th, 2002, 17.
Wonderful.
George Arnold, September 13th, 1948, so I'm 71.
You can.
Susan Gluckman, September 27th, and that was 1966, so I'm 53.
Let's get the math experts up here. Yeah.
Susie Neft, September 17th, 1957, Constitution Day, and I'm 62.
Louise Malakoff, September 6, 1945, and I'm 74.
Wonderful. So we say, Eloheinu v'Eloheinu Avotenu v'Imotenu, our God and God of our fathers and God of our mothers. May these wonderful people celebrating their birthdays in this month of renewal, may they be renewed themselves in their lives. May they be renewed in their blessings. May they be renewed to everybody they know and everybody who knows them. May they embrace those who love them, knowing that they are not yet done with their journey, that there is more work to do, more love to give, and more blessings to share. As together we all say, like you, okay, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lahazman hazeh. One more. At the top of your lungs, mazel tov. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Mazel tov. So a few brief announcements before the concluding part of our service. Tomorrow there will be Torah study at 8:30 in the morning, and Minyan at 9:30, 10:30. It's your time, right? So don't go to bed at 1 in the morning. That's my get to bed at a reasonable time. It's going to be Aiden's bar mitzvah tomorrow, and the family's going to celebrate. We're going to be so happy. Tomorrow night officially starts the penitential season with prayers called slichot. Slicha means excuse me. It means forgiveness. It means pardon me. And tomorrow night, we're going to go as a group, as a community, to Bet Shalom. Last year, the Afro-Semitic experience was here, and we had 350 people here for the service and for the slichot. Tomorrow night, there's a whole schedule starting around 7 o'clock to come and be part of the slichot. So I know I'm participating, Rabbi Gorbin's participating, Cantor Berman's participating. We're studying, we're learning, we're singing, and at the end will be the shofar call that tells you, yup, it's next week, it's coming soon. I want to remind everyone that you must bring your cards of admission to High Holidays. We are on very high alert with respect to security, especially coming up to the year anniversary of the shooting. So please, if you don't have a card of admission, call the man in the booth over there in order to get your card, to see what you have to do to get your card. It will make life easier, and the lines will be shorter if you bring your cards of admission. We wish our blessings of journey back to and fro to Rabbi Sarah Perman, who is going to be the rabbi in Shanghai for all the holidays. So she said all of her sermons are written, and her bags are packed. She's ready to go. The taxi's waiting outside. Oh, that's a song. We're not doing that, okay? But come back and be with us, and we're so happy that you are going to represent our whole Jewish community with the Shanghai community, and some of the Shanghai community that studies at CMU is going to be here with us for the High Holidays. On Monday is the last of our 3-part series on the High Holiday prayers. Do you want a renewal? Do you want to know what prayers we're going to say, what melodies you're going to hear? Come at 6 o'clock. I'm teaching the last session on the middle part of Yom Kippur all the way through Ne'ilah. Please tell Jamie to bring her shofar. Thank you. Sunday morning from 9:15 to 9:30, I'm doing shofar blowing with kids who've never blown shofar before, but veterans like Jamie can just come and blow her brains out like I do every year, right? So on Sunday, we're having High Holiday greeter training. We're having Brad Orsini, who is the head of security for the Jewish community, come and talk to us and a whole group of people about what is the best way to greet people with warmth and friendship, but still be on the alert for things that might be untoward. Sunday at 12 o'clock noon out in Plum Borough is our annual Temple Sinai Memorial Park service. It is a lovely service. We share it with Temple David because they bury out by us as well. And so that is at 12 o'clock, and afterwards, Cantor Berman and I will go to individual graves and recite the prayer El Malei Rachamim for anyone who wants us to. The greeter training, do I have 2 greeter trainings, Drew? Yes. There's one also at 7 o'clock on Monday night, and next week's Shabbat service is 7 o'clock. We'll probably be upstairs because the walls will be parted as we get ready for the big seating and the new prayer books and things like that as we get ready for High Holidays. And we just wish you a happy, happy, sweet year. Have some apples and honey. Have some lekach, honey cake. Do something sweet with somebody that you love. Last thing. I made these for the board, but I made a lot more than the board needed. I make for the board individual quarter sheets called Shuva Repentance. If I had to actually sit down and apologize to everybody I've hurt this year, I would never even start. But if the list was only 5, with Barbara at the top, of course. Anybody want these? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, you hand some out. Hand some out over here if people want. And write the name on, and this, hopefully if you write the name down, you will actually take the time to sit down with somebody and say, I was wrong, I take responsibility, I'm accountable, and I'm sorry. So here, and if we run out, it's kind of like Lay's potato chips, we'll make more. Okay? We welcome you all to come to the Oneg Shabbat in the Falk Auditorium. And because it's a family service, we're really trying to rejigger our family service. So if you bring kids or grandkids, there's a play area right over there so that people can stay in for the service and be part of our community, which is what we truly want. So, what's the next button? What's the next slide? Who's got that, Rabbi? There we go. As you're able to rise, please rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latei kedula liotzer bereshit, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו ככם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
It's our custom at Temple Sinai that we recognize mourners individually, not just by everyone standing for Kaddish. So as they say the name of your beloved relative who died for their yahrzeit or died in more recent days, we'll ask you to stand so we can recognize you as a mourner. When we're done with our list of yahrzeits and more recent deaths, we'll ask everyone to rise so that our mourners never feel that they are standing alone. So this week we especially remember the names of Selma Berger and Rose Berger, Leonard Bernstein, Stanley Bett, Shirley Bloom and Marie Bloom, Jan Childs, Louis Engel, Daniel Farb and Erwin Foreman, Irene Freed, Elaine Friedlander, Jacob Gelman, Michael A. Gilligan and Pinya Glusman, Rennie Green, Mary Lou Greco, and Dolores Sarah Heller, Howard S. Hirsch, Albert Hyman, Lucille Iddigson, Evelyn Judd, Miriam Kronick, and Ethel Lazar, Jackie Lobel, Zerda Malkin, Bertha Miller, Winifred Miller, Ida Minkoff, and Sophie Michelovich, Harry Olitsky, Morris Palmer, and Gail Pick, Albert Ryev, Jackie Samble, and Harry Shapiro, Ann Sisson, Alan Smith, and Oscar Spirer, Rose Steinberg, Anna M. Sushak Cicerelli, Morton Schweitzer, and Samuel Schweitzer, Joseph Unger, Norman Wedner, Sam Weissman, and Robert Whistler. And now remember those whose recent deaths we still mourn: Peter Quigley, Gilbert Bloch, and Herman Snyder, Barbara Giffen, Allegra Simcha Dana, Shirley Kurtz, Mark Fagan, and Moshe Campano. All of them are on our hearts. All of them we remember for blessing. We rise with our mourners as they say their Kaddish. Yit Gadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
B'yoma divrach hirutei v'yom lich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kari v'yemru.
Amen.
Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olam me'al maya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh. V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, Shemei d'kudsha. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiram b'yoma v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. May the source of peace in the high heavens cause peace to descend on all of us, all Israel, upon our broken world, in need of help in so many ways, to help our people and help our troubled environment, to help all of us who still mourn our beloved dead, as together we say.
Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing. Cantor Berman.
On Yom Kippur afternoon, we will join as not just a Temple Sinai community, but a much broader community with a song of hope. And this is an Israeli song, Lu Yehi, that we've translated into English in a meter that fits the melody. And we want everybody to really become comfortable with it and to begin to embrace this feeling of hope as we enter into this season of renewal and therefore of hope together. This is an Israeli song written by the first woman of Israeli song, Naomi Shemer. A sail of white still in the distance, facing black and heavy clouds. All that's in our prayer, may it be. Please join in. If in the windows of the evening, holiday lights wavering, all that's in our prayer, may it be. May it be. that's in our prayer, may it be. And in the Hebrew,
Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana, Lu Yehi,
Kol Shenevakesh, Lu Yehi. What is the sound I hear so loudly? Voice of shofar, beat of drum. All that's in our prayer, may it be. If only you would hear one pleading, just a word from all our lips. All that's in our prayer, may it be. May it be, may it be, please God, may it be. All that's in our prayer, may it be. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana, Lu Yehi, Kol Shenevakesh, Lu Yehi. Within a small and shaded block there stands a simple red roofed house. All that's in our prayer, may it be. At this, the end of summer's path, please let them come home safely here. All that's in our prayer, may it be. The chorus. May it be, may it be, may it be. All that's in our prayer, may it be. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana, Lu Yehi, Kol Shenevakesh, Lu Yehi. One more verse. May it be. Last. Our light through darkness shines above our heads tonight. All that's in our prayer, may it be. Tranquility. Tranquility and strength that grant us, reaching all those whom we love. All that's in our prayer, may it be. Now, may it be, may it be, God, may it be. All that's in our prayer, may it be. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana, Lu Yehi, Kol Shenevakesh, Lu Yehi. So we'd love to invite not only you to be part of this on Yom Kippur afternoon, but if there are others that you would want to include, please let us know so we can make sure that we can welcome them too.
Baruchim atem avoachem, baruchim atem etzeitchem. May it tavad olam. May be blessed every place you come into God's world in this new year. May be blessed every place you go out as well. May you bring God's blessing and light to all the kingdoms that need oil and water and light to fight off the darkness. As together we say,
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minei mizonot. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, ruler of all, who makes all kinds of baked goods that are out there and the animal crackers that are up here. As together we say,
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.